Okay guys, so we're heading into Loch Ness. I'll tell you what, I was over in the States, in Nevada and Arizona a little while ago, and these roads, particularly in Arizona, as you start to get into the forests of Arizona, very reminiscent of that. I still can't believe, I know I keep saying it, I've still not even started the NC500. Until I get into Inverness, that's the starting point, that's my first waypoint. And the trip has already been like, just, oh, so good. Alright guys, so I just stopped, just get a bit of food, and I'm struggling for food today, so I've literally just stopped outside a little, grab some food and save some money. So I've got some sushi and a nice stick of sushi and a wrap, protein shake, cookie and some much needed paracetamol as well for the old back. £7. Bargain. Bargain, bargain. I need to figure out where the first waypoint is on this NC500 route. So my NC500 route is on Kalimoto. I've pre-saved it. So I'm going to have this, and then I'm going to figure out what the starting point is on the NC and go from there, guys. Recharged, energized, ready to go. Right, I've just fired up Kalimoto, and my first waypoint is not far away at all. So let's get a rockin' and a rollin'. Just taking a few more painkillers to the back. It's just when I stop, you know, I stop, I can just feel my lower back just tightening up, just like bringing it all in, so that's what I'm struggling with at the minute. Alrighty guys, let's go. Waypoint 1 coming up. I head off to a place called Rogie Falls. I think this is it. A place called Rogie Falls. Might be a little bit of a trek. We'll see, let's check it out. So, I'm taking a walk down to Rogie Falls, which I believe is a waterfall. And also just eating the rest of my electrolytes because they spilt in my pocket. It's the first time I've left my stuff. I've not got lockable panniers, and I've just there's like a hip lock zip tie that I've tied my helmet to my top box. I don't like to leave my stuff, but the way I look at it is that if you don't, you just like the chance of stuff getting nicked, or people nicking like your underpants or whatever, or if someone's got bolt cutters and they take your helmet or whatever. But if you don't see anything. So it's a hard one, but end of the day, you've got to have some faith in humanity. So I've made it to Rogie Falls. It's only a quick 10-minute walk from the bike. But it's such a cool view, check it out. Okay, so this was the last place on the list today. So for me, I'm heading over to Garve, where I'm staying tonight, and that's where the hotel is. So I'm gonna head back to the bike. Hopefully my helmet's still there and all my stuff. About 8 miles out, about 10 minutes away, in a little place called Garve. It's just off the NC500 route, and when I was planning the trip, this just was the most sort of convenient place to stay. And again, I think I've timed it quite well today. It's about 5 o'clock at night. I think I've done 115, 120 miles today, but much slower road, so it feels a lot more than that actually. The thing I have noticed is how good the quality of roads are in Scotland compared to England. I think the large majority of YouTube motorbike vloggers that I see that have done a road trip in England have all commented on how bad the roads are in England. But Scotland, beautiful roads, smooth, no potholes, nice. Drive that in force. My place isn't too far from here, so it'd be interesting to see what it's like. 2 miles away. From the pictures it looked pretty barren and remote, so I hope it is. I mean, this place is amazing. Just checked into the hotel, so yeah, as you saw, this hotel's like awesome. It's in the middle of nowhere, and you saw the roads I was coming in on, just like 10-12 miles of just these big winding roads. Didn't see anything on them, and then in the middle of nowhere, this place, and it looks like there's like a massive dam thing right in front of it, which is great. So yeah, yeah, I will actually put a link in this place because this place looks really, really nice. Nice little outpost place. Highly recommend, like 10 miles off the NC500 route, a place called Garve. But for £80, I think 90 including breakfast, get a nice double bed, TV, let's put the lights on. Beautiful view. And then tea, coffees, fridge, and then a nice bathroom. Kit, there's a hairdryer behind there, luckily I don't need that today. Nice little sliding door. Yeah, chuffed. Chuffed. Right, I'm gonna chill out for a bit because I am tired. Another big day today, and looking forward to getting some dinner I like the hosts here. The hotel seem really nice. We've got a nice little restaurant, so I'll show you that later. So I'm going to get cleaned up and chill out for a little bit. Day 3. Oh, I'm tired this morning. Tired. Been quite a lot of days back to back on the road, so it's just getting your body used to it, I guess. Yesterday was a really good ride though, really enjoyed that. But yeah, I think I've done about 500, 550, something like that miles. In the last 2 days, beginning of day 3 now. Decent ride today. I think this is going to be the best day of the trip, if I'm honest, just from what I've heard and read. It's also just getting used to spending quite a lot of time by yourself as well on these solo trips. I've done a bit of travelling in the past by myself, but you kind of just get used to it. It takes about a week or 2 to get in that frame of mind where you just get used to being by yourself and doing these trips by yourself. So yeah, usually when you travel with someone, you've got someone knocking on your door or texting you in the morning like, right, we're off, let's get going. And a bit more of a group thing, but when you're by yourself, you have to be that driver every time. I'm not struggling with my back as much today, you know, which is really good. I was struggling quite a lot with it on the first morning. Yesterday morning, I could barely get out of bed, but today I feel much better. Right, so, see, yesterday came up through Loch Ness into Inverness. Then we went all the way through here to Garve. That's where we are right now. So on the grander scheme of things with the NC, just started because we've got all this to do. But right now we are in Garve. And then today, the route today is this all the way through, up round, and then back through, and we're staying in Aultguish. So that's the plan, but a decent chunk of it, all this bit, and then tomorrow between there and here, John O'Groats at the top, and then completely unplanned what this looks like, and then back down to Manchester eventually. Need some caffeine, perk me up. I say, when I'm all packed up and on the bike, I'm good to go. Good to go. Just tiring this morning. It was tiring, and I want to leave a little bit earlier than I did yesterday. I left too late yesterday. I don't even think I left the hotel till about 10 o'clock. So I don't want to do that today because I've got a bit of a bigger ride today. And like I say, I think today's going to be like the main day for all the nice spots that you want to capture. So I'm going to go get some breakfast and I'll see you in a bit. So guys, just packing up everything out the hotel. I've got my 2 panniers, I've got my dry bag, just a little 5 litre dry bag that has the bulk of my camera kit in. Guys, I'm sure you've got all your own kit, I'm sure you're well versed in this, but worth mentioning a couple of bits. Power bank. I always travel with a power bank. That gets me about 7 chargers on my phone, does iPads, camera kit. So if I'm struggling, for instance, with mics or GoPro batteries or whatever it is, I can literally just put that in the top box, cable in it, and it charges as I'm riding. Just gives me an extra bit of comfort knowing if I do find myself in a sticky situation, I've always got power on hand. For those that like their photography and you know, maybe want to do their own YouTube videos, this guy, the Sony A7 III, awesome camera for video and filming. Insta360, great bit of kit. This is what I bought actually a couple of days ago, just for hip lock, like zip tie. It's just like a reinforced zip tie, plastic covered zip tie, and I started using it just to tie my helmet onto the bike. And I know you can snip that, but you'd have to come prepared. I wouldn't leave it overnight, obviously, in London or anything, but if I'm just nipping out for a coffee, or like yesterday went on a small hike, I'll use that. Like, if you're tooled up and ready to go, then obviously you're chopping it off, but it just stops that sort of spontaneous theft, I guess. Mics, Rode mics, really good. These little wireless mics, they fit on the phone, they fit on the SLR, the GoPro, the Insta, whatever it is, really handy. Map, always have my map handy, and plenty of batteries, plenty of chargers, plenty of adapters and mounts for all the cameras. Always take a second pair of gloves. I'm riding with the Drystyle Alpines. These like a mid-season glove, and then I've also got my summer gloves there as well. Base layers, fleeces, couple of t-shirts, spare pair of just scruffy shoes that I can do a bit of hiking with, or are suitable to sort of go in a bar or anything. Not going any fancy places on this. Always steal some tea and coffee whenever I can. Some jeans, socks, all that type of stuff. I carry a few plastic bags in here as well, just in case I have wet gear that I want to separate as well. It's definitely something that I do. Hat, because I always look like I've just got out of bed. Take some electrolytes. Some sort of Barocca type things with all your vitamins and things like that, because I tend not to be that healthy on this trip. Some ear defenders, and I've got these bits as well. So I was saying to you guys yesterday, just a little bit more of an in-depth review on this. So these are the Duratec Alpine Star jackets. I just think they're such cool jackets. You've got this like vest bit that sits over the top of the jacket, right? So that itself has got storage in it. So ideally that's where you put a spare pair of gloves, or like a rain mac or whatever, so you can just layer up, strip your waterproofs, put them into that, put your gloves in there and still keep riding. You've got a place to put your drink, so you can put your water in here, keeps the body cool as well, and obviously the pipe can fit through the jacket. But part of this utility vest, you've got loads of pockets, and also with this jacket you can take the actual sleeves off it as well. So if it gets really hot, pop the sleeves, just turn into a vest, and then underneath you've got your sort of protection on a separate garment, but really thin, really breathable, and it is the Tech Dura jacket. Really like that. And then also by Alpine Stars, this like utility backpack. This has just been so handy, because I put all my stuff in there: screen wash and visors, the hip lock, the maps, batteries, sunnies, wallet, all that type of stuff, all goes in these. So if I quickly need to run and grab stuff, right there, I don't need to start faffing around in pockets and all that type of stuff. These are detachable as well, so you can take these off, but these are great for a bottle of water, or a drink can fit nicely in there on both sides. I've got a bad back at the moment, so I'm trying not to load these up too much. This again is this little component here that's completely detachable, and again it's all netted, so that's more for like probably wallet, coins, IDs, that type of stuff. It's got a separate pocket again up here for various bits and bobs. I take spare keys for absolutely everything and keep them in different parts of the luggage, so if I am dopey and I lose my key in a restaurant or out walking, I've got a spare key for the bike, the panniers, top box, the locks, everything. If I lose both sets at the same time, that's pretty bad luck, so that's how I plan to work it. And again, it's got multiple sort of compartments in here, netted as well. And again, you can use this as a hydration pack because you've got the little camelback straw piece that can be fitted into this netted bit, and then the straw comes out of there and round your shoulder, and you can drink. But if you're going on longer rides, I think that's the one. And it's got that really fancy mag lock construction there, clips in and out, really nice, really high quality bits of kit. And just whilst we're doing this, might as well sort of walk through these Rhino walk bags. I think these are the 30 litre ones. I do them like 10, 20, 30s, and yeah, really, really good. Super waterproof, been tried and tested already. They've got this special fabric on here to stop any exhaust burns. That's a really robust heat-proof material that the guys use as well. So there's no need for caging out the back of the bike. These just strap straight on, and it's pretty simple. Pack everything in and then just fold it over a couple of times like that. Pop these out either side. That clips into there, onto there, onto here. And then obviously you can tighten all that, but then you've got your carry straps both sides there. Just really good. I just think they're brilliant. So I was looking at quite a lot of luggage solutions. They get expensive really, really quickly, and this was about £120. That was it. Perfect. Really, really happy with those. We're all packed up, ready to go. Last job is to not crash it on this gravel. Obviously I decided to load it before getting off the gravel as well. My mate last night, a couple of bikers came in at the same time as me, and my peg kept sinking into the ground. He's like drunk a beer in front of me and crushed the can and went, there you go. So yeah, learn something new every day. Just need a beer or a peg extender, but a beer does just fine. Right, so one of the things I want to have a look at is it's not on the route. I just want to check out that dam at the top. True what they say, you know, like when I first got the KTM I was a bit like meh, wasn't that attached to the bike. I guess the more trips you do like this and the more reliable your machines are, you do grow a bit of an attachment to them, don't you? But yeah, looking cool. That peg looks like it's about to give way though, in that soft ground. Wouldn't want to leave it there for a couple of hours. I think it should be right for a bit. Need a beer can again, don't I? Get moving. Right, Cali Motors put us back on route. So back down the hill, but this is where I was staying last night. Guys, I'll put the link in the description. To be honest, that was one of the best stays I've had in any place on these motorbike trips since I started. It was brilliant. The people were lovely, the food was amazing, and yeah, I couldn't recommend it enough. So definitely go and visit if you're around these parts. Right, we're just rejoining the NC500. No way, is it here? Right, okay. Rejoining the NC500 from last night. No fucking way it's up here. No, it's not. Alright, I completely balls that up. It's for next left. Of course it was. Why would it be down? Why would it be down a tiny dead end track? What an idiot. Anyway, what I was gonna say, which kind of proves my point. Here we go. Sign set NC500 route. What I was gonna say was, obviously, considering like I work in marketing, I just don't think they do a very good job with signposting and marketing the NC500. Like, it's Europe's version of Route 66, and if you know, look into everything that the States do around merchandise and signage and just building that trip up, the Scottish government, or whoever, the tourist board, who I don't know who's responsible for these things, like literally have it in their lap to make this like one of the most iconic things to do. And although most people have heard of the NC500 to some degree, I mean, they could do a hell of a lot more, couldn't they? They could really spin it. It would help local businesses, drive way more people and tourists into it, add better facilities and better places to stay and food and drink, and yeah, I just think it's a missed opportunity, really, from my experience so far. But equally, on the other side of things, less people, I don't know, swings and roundabouts, depends which way you look at it. But certainly for them as a tourist organisation, they could be or should be doing a lot more, I think.